Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk all about Mercury. Let's get started. Number 10, closest to the Sun. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, with its orbit just 58 million kilometers, or 36 million miles from Sun, completing one full revolution every 88 Earth days. In comparison, Mars takes 668 days to orbit the Sun. At its closest approach, Mercury soars just 22 million miles from Earth, passing overhead as seen from the poles. During its orbit, it reaches its farthest point, known as aphelion, where it's about 69 million kilometers or 43 million miles away from the Sun. 9. Extreme temperatures. Mercury experiences extreme temperatures due to its proximity to the Sun. On the side facing the Sun, the temperature can reach a scorching 430 degrees Celsius or 800 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hot enough to melt lead. However, on the dark side, the temperature plummets to minus 180 degrees Celsius or minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit. These dramatic temperature swings occur because Mercury has no atmosphere to retain heat. The intense heat on the day side also causes Mercury's surface to expand slightly, which creates wrinkles when the planet contracts during the night. Mercury's extreme temperatures make it an inhospitable place for life as we know it. 8. Smallest planet. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system, with a diameter of just 4,880 kilometers or 3,032 miles. It's even smaller than Jupiter's largest moon, Ganymede, which has a diameter of 5,268 kilometers or 3,273 miles. Despite its small size, Mercury is still massive enough to be considered a planet rather than a large asteroid or a small moon. Mercury is so dense that if Earth were made of the same stuff as Mercury, it would have a diameter of over 13,000 kilometers or 8,100 miles. Number 7. No moons or rings. Unlike many other planets in the solar system, Mercury has no moons or rings. This is likely due to its proximity to the Sun, which creates a strong gravitational pull that prevents any large objects from getting too close and forming a stable orbit around the planet. Additionally, Mercury's orbit is highly elliptical, which could also make it difficult for a moon or ring to maintain a stable position. Some scientists theorize that Mercury may have had moons in the past that were destroyed by the Sun's gravity or captured by Earth. However, there is no evidence to support this hypothesis. Number 6. Fastest orbit. As the closest planet to the Sun, Mercury has the fastest orbital speed in the solar system. It speeds around our star at a dizzying 47 kilometers per second, or 29 miles per second. In comparison, Earth's orbital speed is just 29 kilometers per second, or 18 miles per second. This means that Mercury completes an orbit around the Sun in just 88 Earth days, while it takes Earth 365 days to do the same. The speed of Mercury's orbit is due to the balance between the gravitational force of the Sun and the planet's own inertia. 5. Long days. Despite its rapid orbit around the Sun, Mercury has extremely long days. A single day-night cycle on Mercury lasts for 176 Earth days, which is 2 full Mercury years. This unusual day length is the result of Mercury's slow rotation on its axis. It rotates just 3 times per year, which is the slowest rotation rate of any planet in the solar system. The reason for Mercury's slow rotation is not fully understood, but it is thought to be the result of a giant impact early in the planet's history. The long days on Mercury make it one of the most inhospitable planets for life as we know it, as it swings wildly between extreme temperatures and daylight and darkness. 4. Iron-rich core. Mercury has a large iron-rich core that makes up about 60% of its mass. The origin of this core is uncertain, but it is thought to have formed from the planet's original mantle, after a giant impact early in its history. The core is surrounded by a thin layer of silicate rock and a partially molten mantle. This unusual composition gives Mercury a weak magnetic field that is only about 1% as strong as Earth's magnetic field. Despite its weak magnetism, Mercury's core is responsible for some of the planet's most interesting features, such as its lack of moons and rings and its extremely long days. 3. Cratered surface. Mercury's surface is covered in craters that resemble those on Earth's moon. This is the result of billions of years of meteorite impacts. One of the most prominent craters on Mercury is Calaris Basin, which is 1,550 kilometers wide and 5 kilometers deep. It was formed by a massive meteorite impact that occurred early in the solar system's history. The impact was so powerful that it blasted away much of Mercury's crust, revealing the planet's iron core. Other craters on Mercury include Shakespeare, named after the English playwright William Shakespeare, and Debussy, named after the French composer Claude Debussy. No. 2. Thin exosphere. Mercury has a very thin exosphere, which is a layer of gas that surrounds the planet. Unlike Earth's atmosphere, Mercury's exosphere is not dense enough to support life. The exosphere is composed of oxygen, sodium, and helium atoms that have been blown away from the sun by solar winds. These atoms become trapped in Mercury's gravitational pull and form a thin layer around the planet. However, the exosphere is constantly being blown away by the solar wind, so it is never more than a few kilometers thick. Despite its thinness, Mercury's exosphere does have some interesting features, such as solar wind. Number 1. Hard to observe. Mercury is notoriously difficult to observe due to its proximity to the sun. For much of the year, it is lost to the glare of the sun, making it impossible to see with the naked eye. Even when Mercury is visible, it is often challenging to study because its proximity to the sun creates bright reflections that can interfere with observations. As a result, Mercury is the least explored planet in the solar system. Only 2 spacecraft have ever visited Mercury: NASA's Mariner 10 in 1974 and the Messenger probe in 2011. Both missions provided valuable insights into the planet's composition and structure. However, more exploration is needed to fully understand this mysterious world. Well, that's all for today's video. Hope you learned something new and exciting about Mercury. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing space videos. And if you have any thoughts or opinions about Mercury, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.